You look at the clock on the wall and see it's 5 p.m. To you, time is a straight line, a sequence of numbers, deadlines, and digital ticks. But for your dog, those hands don't exist. Time isn't something they see, it's something they smell. Have you ever wondered how your dog knows, with mathematical precision, the exact second you're about to pull into the driveway? Or why they start pacing by the door minutes before you even turn the corner? Most owners believe their dogs have a sixth sense or a psychic connection to the household routine. But the reality is far deeper and, frankly, far more strategic than you ever imagined. Your dog isn't guessing the time. Their brain is running a sophisticated biological software that measures the invisible world around them. In the next 8 minutes, we are going to dive into the olfactory clock. We'll reveal the strange way your dog tracks your absence, why your daily routine might be creating a psychological prison in their brain, and the secret ritual they use to predict your every move. Once you understand the science of scent decay, you will never look at a clock or your dog the same way again. To understand your dog's reality, we have to look at a phenomenon known as scent decay. Unlike humans, who live in a purely visual present, dogs exist in a world where the past and the future are layered on top of each other through smell. Think of your scent as a physical footprint in the air. When you leave the house in the morning, you leave behind a massive, dense cloud of your unique molecular signature. But the moment you close that door, a timer starts. As the minutes turn into hours, your scent begins to weaken. It evaporates. It undergoes what biologists call odor entropy. Your dog isn't counting minutes. They're monitoring the dilution of you. They've learned, through thousands of repetitions, that when your scent reaches a specific, faint level in the living room air, the door usually opens. To your dog, you aren't late or early. You are simply a smell that has faded to the exact point of your return. This is the first great revelation. For a dog, time is the measure of their owner's disappearance. But this biological clock is incredibly fragile. When you stay late at the office or change your route, you aren't just changing your schedule, you're literally breaking the physics of their world. But smell isn't the only gear in the canine clock. There is a second, even more rigid mechanism at play: event anchoring. While we divide our day into abstract numbers, a dog divides their world into a biological sequence. To them, the ticking of a clock is silent, but the sound of you closing your laptop is a thunderclap of information. They aren't waiting for 7 p.m. They're waiting for the specific chain of triggers that lead to their reward. If you always feed them after the evening news, the news anchor's voice becomes a temporal trigger. This leads to a phenomenon known as cognitive sequencing. Your dog's brain is literally hardwired to expect A to lead to B and B to lead to C. When you break the sequence by skipping a step or changing the order, you aren't just being spontaneous. In the deep psychology of your dog, you're creating a temporal vacuum. Without clear anchors, the canine brain enters a state of hypervigilance. They cannot relax because the markers they rely on to define their reality have vanished. They become prisoners of a time they can no longer predict, leading to what behaviorists call routine stress. Your dog isn't just clingy in these moments. They're desperately searching for a signal that their world still makes sense. Many owners believe that when they're away, their dogs simply sleep the day away in peaceful ignorance. But in the parallel reality of your dog, this unstructured, dead time can lead to a state of instinctual depression. In the wild, time is earned through effort. Tracking, hunting, and patrolling the territory are the gears that move the canine clock. When a dog is left in a house with no challenges and no clear temporal anchors, their brain begins to experience cognitive atrophy. Time stops being a sequence of events and becomes a vast, empty void. This is where the destructive loop begins. When your dog chews your favorite pair of shoes or barks incessantly at a passing shadow, they aren't just acting out, they're desperately trying to restart the clock. By creating chaos, they are forcing an event to happen. They are manufacturing a temporal marker to break the unbearable silence of a stagnant day. They aren't trying to be bad, they're trying to feel the passage of time in a world that has become biologically frozen. If you ignore this, you aren't just leaving them alone, you're slowly eroding their psychological connection to the world you share. So how do we bridge the gap between our digital time and their biological scent clock? How do we stop being a source of temporal stress and become the biological anchor your dog desperately needs? The answer lies in a strategy called temporal splicing. To fix the broken clock, you must learn to speak the language of scent and sequence. First, you must master the olfactory reset. Before you leave for the day, don't just say goodbye, leave a physical marker of your presence. A piece of clothing you've recently worn acts as a biological scent buffer. It slows down the entropy of your odor, effectively resetting the countdown and providing a longer window of psychological comfort. But the most critical step is the 5-minute mission. To align your dog's brain with your return, you must transform your arrival from a chaotic explosion of energy into a structured biological event. Before the greeting, provide a task. A short training session or a scent tracking game clicks their brain into the work-reward cycle. You are no longer just a person appearing out of nowhere, you are the partner who has returned to initiate the hunt. When you synchronize your time with their instinct, you aren't just following a routine, you are validating their entire 10,000-year-old survival software. You are becoming the master of their world. Your dog's perception of time isn't a limitation, it's a profound biological legacy. For them, the past is the lingering scent of your presence, and the future is the absolute certainty of your return. When you learn to respect their secret clock, you stop being just another person in the house. You become the temporal anchor, the leader who brings order to their instinctual world. You aren't just managing a schedule, you're honoring a 10,000-year-old bond of trust. If this video changed the way you look at those eyes waiting for you at the door, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We are decoding the deep psychology of our canine partners, one secret at a time. Tell us in the comments, does your dog have a ritual they perform right before you walk through the door? Let's share the science behind their loyalty. Thanks for watching, and remember, in your dog's world, time isn't measured in minutes, it's measured in devotion.